Welcome to another A Prophet Speaks episode. Today we're going to talk about two-dimensional thinking. We said before that in faith, according to Jesus, we have the law and the prophets. The law is the rules, the rights. So St. Thomas Aquinas and philosophy and theology, structures, and the prophets fill in the bones, fill in the structure with religious experience. And we said the two are married. And yet, it's quite difficult to imagine how this can be. And so we're going to talk about the difference between one-dimensional and two-dimensional thinking. An example that you can look up is the 1945 comedy dialogue of Abbott and Costello. And I think Costello is the tall one, and Abbott is the small one. And it's called Who's On First? And then this comedy discussion between the two, Abbott has a one-dimensional approach. His approach is to simply achieve the goal of knowing what the name of the ball players are. And Costello replies in a two-dimensional fashion, universe, space, whatever. Because Costello knows that each goal can have two different meanings. So, for example, the one-dimensional approach is each player has a name. Two-dimensional approaches, there's a name attached to the player, but there are also linguistics, the structure of language. And for those who are not English speaking, it may be somewhat confusing because of the figures of speech. And the name of the first baseman is who. So who's the name of the first baseman can simultaneously be either a question, who's the name of the first baseman, or a statement, who is the name of the first baseman. And then, to add further confusion, whose name is a possessive, so it means the name of who is who. And what's the name of the second baseman is a statement because the name is what, but is also a question. So how can it possibly be that the one-dimensional approach, the half-faith of the structure, how can it possibly be married to the prophecy? And the key to the answer is that prophecy also just prophecy itself has a two-dimensional uh, structure. So, in other words, one of the rules of prophecy is uh, we cannot use our intellect or our will or the third one, sometimes memory, sometimes passions, in order to accomplish this. And we already know this kind of process. For example, how do we know that water is wet? How do we know that the sky is blue or whatever it is? So uh, we can enter into prophecy by either saying the prophecy, like the double slap in the face, or uh, the second uh, dimension is prophecy fulfilled, which then imprints itself on our memory uh, and it will automatically be there, just like the water is wet. And so we can know that uh, the double slap is the first slap is what can cause offense, and the second slap is a what if we were slapped, as in the end of the Gospel according to John. And so the what if stands for what if we became uh, so grateful to the peace and joy we get from forgiving others that we actually feel that we owe the person something as a matter of justice. Gone a little overboard time wise this time, but have a great one.